moved to our new house in the People's Theater.
Right? I said when I do this, y'all gonna say nah. Because
This piece is called Not About Love.
I'm wearing bondage, but I'm not afraid.
What was I thinking?
Did look good today. I seen the red and blue in track. You would say I'm beautiful. Not to lie.
When I get the itch and it isn't you. Wednesday.
When you face the surgery with more energy from folks.
click will ride the hell out of good dick. Yeah, I've gotten a little wide in the head.
Oh, I'm going to read it real short. You know, I've been doing around.
But I do go to church.
Honest, piercing on the paltry, bearing gifts.
Just to burn stronger niggas and
She has a new CD coming out, so she's releasing it tomorrow.
right?
Okay, well, first up tonight, we're going to hear from Siobhan O'Neill, so give it up for Siobhan.
When I do this, y'all gonna say nah. Alright. It's 1 o'clock.
Nah.
It's 2 o'clock.
Nah.
It's 3 o'clock.
Nah.
It's 4 o'clock.
Nah.
Nah. You know what it is? I think it's time. Mind that it doesn't define the evolution, but yet we confine to its institution. Plain simple, it's a house with walls, with no walls. Here's one question: who's in charge? Is it the mind that leaves the body and then always comes back to teach? Or is it the body that leaves the mind and then loses itself forever? But for us to say forever is for us to say we're hopeless. And that's when we realize we have a disturbing team inside ourselves and no one person could coach it. We're restraining ourselves, just admit it. We're not open. Our eyes have conjoined, but yet and still we won't focus. And if it's like this now, then it'll be that way forever. But for me to say forever is for me to say I'm hopeless, and that's when I realize I have a disturbing team inside myself and no one person could coach it. I'm restraining myself, I'll admit it, I'm not open. My eyes have conjoined, but yet and still I won't focus. I'm choking off of the food for thought that y'all share with me. Apparently I'm not used to being this barefree. This world has dressed my thoughts up with clothes that fancy themselves. See, I wanted to sip down to Karen Blossomy and William Shakespeare so we can do modern plays in style. Now imagine what would happen if I let my thoughts run wild like colors who could never decide themselves. Time has allowed them to factor out importance just as we factored out our souls. Taking the hearts out of a masterpiece and they claim that it's whole. No, I will not fail my achievements. Yes, I'm being forthright, but don't label it as my weakness. I'm a strong woman, one that you'll be glad to know. I was actually hoping that I could give birth to knowledge and the baby as twins just so I could watch a miracle grow. But at least I'd be blessed to watch half of the show. And nah, it's not because of sickness, and nah, it's not depression, and nah, it's not because of suicide, and nah, it's not depression. But it's time. Mind that it doesn't define my evolution, but yet I'm confined to this institution. Plain simple, it's a house with walls, with no walls. Here's one question: who will fall? Is it you? Or is it them? Is it hell, or will it be heaven? Thank you.
All right, I'd like to thank Siobhan for starting us off tonight. Okay. Next person I'm going to call up is John Gavin White.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, serious, right? Slave man, ain't it? Yeah. Virgin here? Yes.
Oh, I missed it.
With that.
It only hurts in part.
I've been told to place revolution on the outskirts of a poem.
and watch it seep into where there is nothing left but the contents of a once balled up fist. I've been told the revolution will be written with ancestral acknowledgement, through a jittery pen that reverberates my blood upon notebook paper, or else my freedom could remain trapped in between the lines forever. And you see, this is exactly the reason why I write. I write because I wish to somehow convert genocide to fiction. Mark it up with different colors, and through swift penmanship, restricted to a realm of sheer paranoia, a variegated existence broken down to fragments, a subtle decrescendo of screams to where banishment is inevitable and bloodshed is but a mere notion. Now, of course, I am fully aware that I am but a mere extension of an ever-complex, ever-taught, intense people who conceive elegant theories and abort them early. Nomadic in thought, we have convinced ourselves there is no longer such a place called home, leaving our children's children to forever weep without form. And so, at the end of the day, the only question remaining is, who will save the children? Our children. The beautiful half of a golden herd once shared between ancestors. And if ever they should fail to acknowledge the glowing of common blood within, well, we must bring ourselves to forgive them then. You see, these children have been taught to run, not knowing the simplest treasures can only be walked upon. Truth is merely an exaggeration of simplicity. The way the world turns conflicts with the simple of mind, so what is one to do? Walk the earth as if all that ever happens to all is merely happenstance? Well, these children will just so happen to stand upon the edge of this ramshackle of Western reason, teetering the fine line of chaos, sanctioned sanity. They will be searching for hints of truth of an outside world inside the world outside of us, hints of an afterlife here now, because here now we've allowed for the dearest of our sons to be flamed shut, leaving little to no room for them to simply dream, while our daughters simply move unseen, constantly bewildered by love, because love is never what it may seem. Understand that these children, our children, have been isolated, disconnected from the seemingly endless collective stream of blood to once flow from our ancestors, and for that, I feel that there is rightful cause for us to weep. But can somebody please tell me, what do ancestral bloodstains upon the earth's soil mean in a world today that's been covered over almost completely by concrete?
Okay, dead space. Sorry about that. So while we're signing in, I've been writing a slew of new stuff, but I don't have a printer. So finally, I took Giselle up on an offer she made several weeks ago, and I've been emailing her stuff. She prints it out and brings it to me. So I've got a couple of new ones here, and I'm going to probably really suck at them to begin with, because I haven't even practiced. Anyway, here we go. This is called Reality Deviance. Now, nobody said poetry was safe, popular, or apt to turn a buck. Poets are the chopped liver and onions of the gods, the warmed over beans of the beat generation, and the trendy tofu of the Yoko Onoists, squalling like olive oil, having an acid flashback, resulting in the poetic equivalent of a fart. Some of them are old farts too. Talk about when dinosaurs walked the earth. Old poets never die. We just move slower and slower until we get propped up in a museum somewhere. Mine will probably be in a Carney Freak Show or Ripley's Believe It or Else. Eulogized and anthologized, yeah, and worse, by other poets looking to catch a ride on somebody else's verse, clutching one line like the death knob of a 1952 Pontiac Bonneville, slewing around Dead Man's Curve or Berkeley's Bottom. Being a poet means never having to say it with flowers, with hearses, with Hallmark cards, with bribes, with bullying, with smallpox blankets, with hand grenades or hydrogen bombs. Being a poet in a world where even God's word gets put under lock and key means being a criminal and outlaw, marginalized until we can fit safely in this codex of dead poets, the yellow pages of the damned, and eventually forgotten, or rendered in some pabulum for the masses played by Leonardo DiCaprio on a Hollywood set as devoid of poetry as it is of practicality. Poets are the reality deviants. and our words are dangerous toys, but those who use them in the most toxic ways are those who will deceive the poet's silence, and since they are not poets, they often say it with guns, writing the end to another voice in capital letters of murder with Kansas City typewriters paid for by taxpayers. How dare you call poets unpatriotic when this nation, this bloated whore, squanders poets? Oh, let them eat Twinkies or McFood, you chortle, wiping your jowls, uttering a belch from the bowels of the industrial complexes that kills thousands. The poor will always be with us. Yeah, because there are some rich people who don't want to stop being rich. It's like an itch. The more you scratch, the more you itch. The wicked itch, scratching old scratches back. And why the hell does it take a poet to point these things out? It's because that's what we're for. But like Cassandra and all the other prophets in Europe, you've chosen to ignore the voices that implore you to avoid your evil fate. Unbelievers believing too late. It's killing each messenger that you regard as a carrier of some plague, a contagion of consciousness, the very things you hate. The reality you've built in your empire on is crumbling under your feet. Poets will continue to distort your reality until hell freezes over. So when you get there, send us a letter. I can't talk today. It's been a whole week of night shifts, so I'm really off center. Mean people suck. And I'm sure your venial imaginations will append the appropriate corollary, but I'd like to carry the hyperbola in another direction and direct your attention to the fact that, really, mean people do suck. It's kind of an infection, and when you observe it in action, the reaction that you get is just that there's no way to put it with tact. It's a complicated situation that is particularly situated in our nation and thus perhaps requires some explanation. Needless to say, if they sucked in a good way, there'd be no aggravation, but it's the bitter aftertaste of what they've been sucking that's pulled their faces into that expression. When the corpulent copulators took their confession, there are father masturbators who said, pretend it's a lollipop. And how many victims become emulators? It's a process that just won't stop, because with all that sucking going on, somebody's got to be getting off. Mean people suck, and so do vampires and mosquitoes and leeches and other things that depend on the blood, sweat, fears, and libidos of other creatures. And one of their bites features is that it will anesthetize, so some victims don't realize what they're just what they're being sucked by. Mean people suck, but they never seem to swallow. Victims always get spit into the mouth of another whale, so that circular, succular motion continues, and some of the victims eventually drown. But honey, when that big old cosmic flush knob goes down, even the whales are going to get sucked under with all the other shit. But you're so bloated, you can barely stay afloat as it is. But gee whiz, the sewers are already full of shit like you, and when it's your turn to get sucked under, motherfucker, it sucks to be you. If it helps, pretend you're a lollipop. Another virgin. Uh-oh. Yeah, we've got a lot of them tonight, guys. Let's give a big round of applause for Nareda. Several times. Jingle We've got a long list, so I'd like you all to just keep it down to one poem a person from now on, at least for the rest of the night, because we're kind of pressed for time. Next up, let's give it up for Stormy Williams. Woo!
Bring her in. I mean, bring her on.
This is a song I wrote about my kids. I never even practiced it, so please have patience. Because there is a sun and the earth, there will always be the stars, so full of joy as they look up at the sky, never knowing that they're the one reason why you just can't give up. You're not willing to lose the fight, for everything they bring makes your life complete. The little people, yet the biggest of all, loving everything, pure innocence in the raw. Because there is the sun and the earth, there will always be the stars.
Okay, next up we're going to hear from Mike Dialects.
That's my cousin.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This piece is called Not About Love. First and foremost, I would like to explain that this poem is simply an extension of the saying which I kept repeating to you last night. This is not about love. This is about a fuck. I'm not going to get to know you or tell you how your looks made my heart stop, because truthfully, I saw the extreme curve of your hips, the swelling in your ass and chest, and yes, those big full lips. And honestly, the only place that blood was flowing was the extension of my hormones, which, like the Energizer Bunny, kept going and going. No thoughts about your beauty, because really, it's about your booty. So I'll say this again. This is not about love. This is not some heartfelt cry, a lullaby where metaphors and similes are used to make sure you're feeling me. I don't want to spread your limbs across mountains. Just spread your lips and allow my lower being to hop between like an intricate game of double dutch. Turn you around in your turn you around and take your temperature, pulling my thermometer in and out, tempting your vaginal muscles to hold on, grabbing your shoulders, pulling you closer till my lower head fashions itself a fist playing feedback with your stomach. Every stroke causes a ripple effect from your tailbone to the bridge of your neck, and you can think, is dear God, please don't let him come yet. I thought I explained this. It's not about love. But what is making love except sex in love? And last time I checked, love is spelled L-O-V-E. There is no S-E-X included. Think about all that's attached to it. Arguments, attitude, compromise, and trust. Just to have a companion to satisfy your lust. All the kissing, tonguing around the mouth, gently touching the skin until your heart's racing. Slowly licking parts till it feels like your blood is pacing. Having me touch you so deeply that all your motor skills need AAA and your voluntary motions start involuntarily shaking and vibrating, quaking and pulsating. Truly, this is not about love. It's about mind-numbing, toe-curling, lip-biting, back-scratching, ass-slapping ways that I want to fuck you. Because a fuck is all I have to give. So I guess you can say I do give a fuck about you. But this is not about love. Because we've tried love. And we can't stop falling out.
We have another version. Let's give it up for Keisha Nelson.
Okay. Excuse my appearance. Okay, this one's called Prison. Okay, it goes like this. Locked in the prison is where the enemy wants to see me. Somewhere in bondage where I am not free. With chains on my hands and chains on my feet, unable to walk, unable to reach. Keeping me crying like a scared little girl, having me locked in the dungeon in my own little world. Taking away my smile and the fun things that mean something, leaving me mentally locked in grammar school, having knowledge of nothing. Can't you see that the enemy will do all he can? You have to understand that enemy is man. He'll see you on the right path, and that's when he'll attack. He'll shoot you with words to set you back. Order my feet, Lord, so that my feet should not slide. Come on, enemy, I've got something for your mind. Beware, the enemy can be anyone, yes, even you. Never be your own enemy, because this is true. Prison, don't end up there, because this is where you lose.
Okay. Next up, we're going to hear from Uninvited.
So this is like the first poem that set it off. That set off my whole spoken word career. Breakup poem, brace yourselves.
Can't hear you.
What was I thinking? She said I was the first African-American man she ever dated. Usually she dated Caribbean men. When it came to black men, she claimed that we have no culture and were hard to defend, like we all had been diagnosed with psychological identity cancer. She might as well spit on the philosophical achievements of every Black Panther. What was I thinking? I made her my #1 priority and allowed her to make me one of her options. I went deaf in both ears when opportunities came knocking, stopping my ability to keep it real, ignoring my family, friends, and need to see a record deal. Anger and ill was the feelings I was feel when I slept in her bed. I should have let my heart scream and tell her how our romance is dead. I was starving for happiness, but my desire for peace kept me quiet instead. But just like the old man said, a closed mouth never gets fed. What was I thinking? I made her my #1 priority and allowed her to make me one of her options. I went deaf in both ears when opportunities came knocking, stopping my ability to keep it real, ignoring my family, friends, and need to see a record deal. Anger and ill was the feelings I would feel when I slept in her bed. I should have let my heart scream and tell her how our romance is dead. I was starving for happiness, but my desire for peace kept me quiet instead. But just like the old man said, a closed mouth never gets fed. What was I thinking? Hell, I didn't trust her. She told me she loves her best friend like no other, because when she tells her about her one-night stand lovers, she doesn't judge her. That's not a friend, that's a hoe supporting another hoe. The only way they fill up the holes with their spirit, fill up their holes with their negative holes is to let niggas fill up their holes with genetical snow. Words like these keep their hearts eternally bleeding, because to weak women truth is like evil, more like a demon. Instead of swallowing the truth, they rather swallow my semen. What was she thinking when she said I was crazy? Compared to the other dude she called baby, I never choked her till her eyes got hazy. I never told her to abort her unborn babies. I never told her perming her natural hair would make her more of a beautiful lady. You see, I never seen a damn thing wrong with her beauty until she started constantly complaining about the size of her booty. What once was a beautiful face full of grace and peace is now the average bougie chick with mismatched lips and crooked teeth. Why did I think she was the one for me? When her words spilled, it felt like she put a gun on me. Sex with this chick was never fun for me. When she was under me, she felt like a nun to me. Why did I think she would take the time to understand me? She's not on my level, so she constantly reprimands me. Plus, she's a rebel, she'll never stay with someone who's admired by her family. In time, she couldn't stand me. All the time I was investing, she began to see me as a sin and no longer a blessing. It was my heart she was neglecting. Her soul I was protecting. That's why I never thought she would hurt me in the worst way. I never thought in a million years she would send me a text message ending our relationship on my birthday. What was I thinking when I wrote this poem? It's my first response to finally accepting that I'm on my own. Still being alone has never been one of my fears. I won't drop a tear over someone who conducts romantic extortions every year, taking hearts captive, demanding monogamy for ransom. If you have the passion and happen to be handsome, you're instantly a victim to a madness and misery. If communication was the key, then the communication stopped when we threw away the keys and started using combination locks. What was I thinking? She was so not in my league. I never deal with chicks that's so quick to drop to their knees. She told me earlier this year she contracted chlamydia, and I still slid my elusive dick in her. I must be blessed, kid, cause negative was the result when I got tested. What was I thinking? She's not even on my level. What was I thinking? I forgot this damn poem. I gotta finish it, What was I motherfucking thinking? I put myself in her schedule when she ain't even have no schedule. For the first time in her life, she lived life like a bum. Whether she roll, stroke, or suck my stick, she never made me come. Her sensuality was so greedy, it made her sexuality lazy. She couldn't make me orgasm even if she paid me. What was I even thinking? I must have been drinking when I took out the time to get to know this chick. Who knew she would get jealous of these MySpace chicks on my buddy list? I'm a businessman, I could care less about groupies, but she's an actress chick, so all this time she acted out a script like she was in a movie. And I must admit, she's a well-refined thespian, but her desire to retire her lover's manhood makes her a borderline lesbian. What was I thinking? I'm pissed off in a mother sucker. I introduced this chick to my mother, sisters, and brother. On the first night at her place, she sat on my face and sucked me off with no rubber. Her last words shocked me like lightning and thunder. The impact hit me so hard, but my pride would never let me go under or be addicted like a crack fiend. The pressure she put on me to be the perfect man who's never mean was the same pressure that broke the levees and destroyed New Orleans. What do I be thinking when I think of calling her? I have way too much pride to be the type of dude stalking her, talking about, baby, baby, please come back to me, you know I miss you. It ain't enough talking tissue to wipe away her issues. She knew I lost patience in her because everything I started to do, I did in a rush. Took everything that was mine in her apartment, even my toothbrush. In her eyes, I was packing my bags, so she hurt me first so she could have the last laugh. I know exactly what she was thinking last time we had sex. She yelled, baby, this is the best dick that I ever had. She screamed like I split her pussy in half. She said, if you treat me good, I'll treat you great. If you treat me bad, you feel my wrath of hate. I told her I won't let you go unless you let me go. Since she let me go, I let her go. Now it's time to go. Even though I may sound hurt like my heart got cut in half with a chainsaw. And even though I was aware of all of her flaws, her God-given beauty was all that I saw. I never judged her. I always had an open mind, but being open-minded doesn't always pay, see? Because now that it's over, I must abort her out of my mind like one of her babies. Next time I'll speak my mind and not be so verbally lazy. To be honest, I miss her, but I'll never let it show. If we're meant to be together, only time will let me know. What the hell was I thinking?
Well, let's keep things going hot with Purple Haze.
Never bring work home with you. If I know what I do for a living, you know why I gotta keep this bag on. I love the energy. Thank you. I wish I had it to give back. Yo, some days I celebrate how I was raised. Black and proud, take a look at the shade. By the way, Dawn did look good today. I seen her red and blue in track for Purple Haze. Cause I had stayed up all night until the stars were out of sight. Then I watched the mood of the sky turn from moon to sunlight. That's how I seen a brand new day birth. The shadow of life on earth. When the lift of the sky finally looked like a real long search. I was like, yo, if that's the limit, then no wonder why I'm in it. Today I'm high. I might be close to heaven, or did I just miss the sign? Admiring some of the colors in the rainbow are not a melting pot. It's kind of like a salad bowl tossed to never fit the mold some days. Damn, I be dreaming and sleeping on the meaning of life. Forget some days about being free? Yeah, that's what some days are like. Well, as far as the wind blow, that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm surely about to find out all I didn't know. Yo, I ain't got it all. I don't know where it all went. And the hell if I could tell half the time I just spent. Still about being out, no doubt, no destination. Make up time when there's no need for reservations. When you're searching for what's working and you get just past the surface, when it all seemed picture perfect and why it had to be worth it, and a stranger just passed by saying hi, asking you, I just missed the poem. I messed up the poem.
I wish I could mess up with as good grace as you did. Okay, next up we're gonna call Kay Desiree.
Alright, Kay. You notice I have no paper, right?
off the page.
Brooklyn.
So, I lied to you so I could be with me. She needed me to love her tonight. Needed unjudging eyes with lies behind lashes. And baby, not that your eyes lie, but you would say I'm beautiful. And that's a lie tonight. Tonight, I want to sing in shrieks of excitement over Family Guy. Take notes from Sex and the City. Be unpretty in big draws and face masks. 2-liter Cokes and Cracker Jacks. A solamente uno. Tonight, I want to read someone else's penmanship in pain. Watch rain from the 3rd level window and revel in laughter at myself. Tonight, lead me to my land of make-believe where I believe everything men tell me. For solamente uno. Leave me to soak in the ignorance of Southern rap and reminisce of Augusta, Atlanta, Columbia, Louisiana. Miss the hatred of my first name by blacks that thought it was too black for employment. Solamente uno. Right. Tonight, I'm gonna play dress up in my own clothes and photograph my evening. Swallow my past life and pray I never have to tell that tale again. Shower just because I like to and nobody's here to stop me. Tonight, I'm gonna write me into your life and out of bad situations. Play mommy to dolls that I haven't thrown away yet and not be judged by solamente uno. Baby, for tonight, let me proclaim all the flaws I told you I had were true. Become brand new in my alone time. And baby, I wish you could be like this too. But on your own time. Never on mine. But not tonight. Tonight, I will laugh loudly, cry silently, write heavy for she. Because she needs me to love her tonight.
Yeah. And now let's give it up for Rainmaker.
Y'all know it's the paper, right?
Yeah, next.
Alright, so I've had like a couple of people tell me like I'm a difficult friend and impossible to love, right? So I wrote love instructions.
Nice. Like that.
Alright. Shout me something beautiful, Monday. Whisper something ugly, Tuesday. Silent me your heart, Wednesday morning. With reckless abandon, Wednesday evening. Phone me a sex story, Thursday. Bill me a conversation, Friday. Play doctor, prescribe random notes, Saturday. Play touch with smoke, Sunday. Throw 2 pennies and never go to bed hungry, Monday. Stargaze, claim what belongs to you, Tuesday. Kiss me a lullaby, Wednesday. Picking me a moment you want to save, Thursday. Play dress up being naked, Friday. Play naked as if skin never knew scars, Saturday. Sing scars as if you weren't naked, Sunday. Move me into your secrets, Monday. Tell me nothing but say everything, Tuesday. Do something freaky when I get the itch and it isn't you, Wednesday. Listen, but never too hard or too literally, Thursday. Write 2 words and mail them to me, Friday. When I look with me, Saturday. Look at me like nothing matters, Sunday. Haiku me a whole fucking poem, Monday. Tell me a lie, Tuesday. Confess to me, Wednesday. Let me know how you felt when you did it, Thursday. Give me your soul to sleep on, Friday. Connect the dots in my past, Saturday. Show me no mercy, touch gently, Sunday. Hug me so I don't fall out the world, Monday. Never say the words unless you feel it, Tuesday. Leave me a letter of promises, Wednesday. Tell me in detail about a lover you would still have freely. Thursday. Just be you. Let me be me. Hold hands. Friday. Repeat this for as long as you will have it.
Okay, let's give it up for LaToya.
I got books and I got CDs. If she's screaming why, you know, I'm gonna do that poem for you. Every time you ask for it, and I don't have the kids tonight, so this is like the shortest poem I have.
We can't hear you.
I ain't start yet. You know you're gonna hear me. So I've gotten a little wide in the hips. Fuller are my lips and bigger are my tits. Damn, these thighs have gotten thick. Yeah, I've gotten a little wide in the hips. Now, I could go through diet and exercise fits, but I actually like that I've gotten a little wide in the hips. And if you don't like the way this weight sits, then the road you can hit. Because a good man will love these full lips, big tits, thighs thick, and wide hips. Look at this gorgeous body kit. Soft cushion surrounds my pit so you don't feel bones when you hit. And let me tell you, you can taste the sugar I had that day when you sip. Plus, every real man knows that a big girl on top is the shit. Because every real man knows that a big girl on top is the shit. Punk click will ride the hell out of good dick.
Bring it on! Bring it on!
Every real man knows that a big girl on top is the shit. Because punk click will ride the hell out of good dick. Yeah, I've gotten a little wide in the hips. And I love the way it fits because I am still the shit.
Nobody in Newark has as much fun as we do.
I've been hearing about you guys. The last 2 months, I've been hearing about you guys.
The word is on the street. Yeah. Okay, let's hear from Elijah Brown.
Y'all about to get into the motion. This I'll spit this at NJCU.
You want to sign?
Huh?
Sign? You gonna sign?
Huh?
Sign?
Wait, talk.
I love you, Elijah.
Oh, he waiting now.
Wow.
You wouldn't want to date me. Why, you may ask? Because I'm not boyfriend material. And I know it's messed up, but I'd rather tell some truth to you, because in a few months when we're together, I'll lie to you. And most likely cheat on you. You better watch your mouth. Say something slick and I'm bold enough to beat on you. I told you I wasn't boyfriend material. Don't even ask me, do I love you? I don't know what love is. Pregnant? I don't want kids with you, so you better get rid of it. And while you're at erasing stuff, if you want me, get rid of your friends. Erase your calendar. My schedule is your schedule. Who is who? Oh, huh? That's just my mistress I'm sleeping with. But don't worry, because I'm protecting us. What the hell are you crying for? I told you I wasn't boyfriend material before we started dating. No, I didn't. No, you're right. I didn't verbally say it. How did you miss every sign? See, God answered your prayers. But I think the next time you pray, be more specific. When you ask for something, tell them what you really want. You ask for a good boyfriend. You asked for a good boyfriend, and I am. But you didn't ask God to send you a man with manners and goals and the job with no record. You just like what you saw. A smile with dreads. That wasn't even my car you saw me in. I was styling that day. That was my boy's pen. Some truth for your ass. But I do go to church twice a year. See, I've never been boyfriend material. Know how I've been a good father, but I can be your daddy and gladly sex you the way you've never been before. But after we finish, I'll be exiting you and the door. See, that's the only thing I'm good for, but you better be here when I get back, and don't call me, because I'll be with her.
All the guys who will be writing this really hate it. Yeah, is it that? Oh God, is it Jurassic period again? Next up, let's hear from Halima.
First time.
Hey, Poetry Duffel Bag Man. You dropping a new CD from my hand to fuck my mind and make it quiet sometimes.
All right.
To tell my soul, let it go. My pulse be quick for sure. I hear the subway train trying to bring me rain. You tell our story so well, and I'm so compelled to get up off my seat and sit beneath your feet. And you rhyme a line or two and tickle me with your truth. Sometimes it must be hard when a poem dies and a new door opens or reopens to reveal other scars that you hurry to write about. Something pulled from the stars of your memory, like strange fruit on a tree. Hell was the trajectory of your ride. Now heaven shines with your harmony, putting chapter and verse on the mic. Rehearse. Let the world inside and suck our lifeline dry, because that's what you do. Vampirish and foolish too. Mr. Mike gone and did it. Spawned some little baby poets. You can feel them pop open like popcorn, or like seeds from the cheap weed when the fire hit them if they dried to the bone. So, Mr. Poetry Duffel Bag Man, oh, you got a book in hand? Now you want to massage my eyes and make my nature rise and crawl into my lap and suck my breast milk sap while I rock to and fro from the moment of your wind blow. And I'm going to let you do it, because you do what you're supposed to do. Putting your spit on it, marking your territory, making me holler. Letting your mind spiral and heatless smoke into my pores till I want to jump up and grab the mic away from you and shout, stop! I can't take no more. Not now. Let me rest. Because me and you, man, were made from the same plan. I suck air from a room, too, when I be in tune. When I take the mic, it's my dance all night, and I sleep. You know what I mean. Yeah, poets breed seeds like popcorn, following their tracks and get reborn. So, audience, when life gets too much and you just stop giving a fuck and you just want to open up and open the door and let this world explore, just realize sometimes it hurts for a reason. Cleaning shit off a heart ain't got no perfect season. But, Mr. Poetry Duffel Bag Man, you way past fairy tale season. Don't know what will drop from the words in your mouth, but it's the best fuck around. Yeah, we be fucking putting it down. When the real rings true and you face them blues of the mark left by the shackles we all carry to and from life's school, you done step clean past madness and it's clear with the view. And your heart channels on heavy and deep be your tools of the trade. Ain't no shade when you pace the floor searching for more energy from folks like me to fuel your next ride on the Poetry Tree subway line underground, where we park the bullshit outside, board up, and ride.
When I say yo fellas, y'all respond, yeah, whatever. This is for Rain. I told him I was gonna bring this one. My mojo. All right. Yo, fellas.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you were about to wax that ass, but Mojo said, nah, I'm gonna pass? Yo, Mojo, my boy, to infinity for life. What did I do to cause you pain or strife? We go way back to childhood, even to the womb. There's no reason why we still can't be cool. Stand up and be a man. Come out of this slump. We got some work to do, detailing this rump. Yo, fellas, look at your mojo now and say to him, no way, no how. What the fuck? Trying to get a nut. You can't do this. No way, no how. Trying to wax this ass, and I mean now. Sitting here pissed, cause Mojo ain't got his shit straight. I'm messed up, and she looking at me with all hate. This is all fucked up, cause I can't get a nut. First time happened. One too many for me. Gotta still bring forth some history. Devastated, confused, all messed up in the head. I don't even know what happened for Mojo to be dead. Damn, she is hot to death. And I still got some shit to get off my chest. But I'm not gonna let it rest. Yo, fellas, look at your Mojo now and say to him, no way, no how. My Mojo.
You didn't get to perform tonight. Next week, let's make a real consistent effort to show up here at 6, if you can. I know that some of you have other things demanding your time, but if you can make it here, the more we get in. And to close us out, let's call up Godson.
How y'all doing? It's been a while I've been here. Before I'm going to read is real short. You know, I've been going around a lot of places. If anybody ever heard of World Vision, basically I work for World Vision. I signed a contract with them and basically do fundraising for kids in Uganda and Africa. Kids from worldwide. Oh, my bad. So basically, I've been running around yesterday. I was at FDU, and basically, this one of the what's the name part of it. This place is about. Anybody heard of the war in Uganda? Yeah. 21 years, and basically fundraising this kid to get them rehabilitation. So I'm just read this poem real quick. Y'all see? Get mad. Go sit down. I'm gonna just leave that right there.
That's mine.
See, I stand here before you to speak to you today on behalf of more than half the kids of the world who doesn't have half of the chances we have. But still some people have the guts to use more than half of their guns to get more than half of their possessions, if not all. See, their eyes stay lingering, their minds stay wondering, their hearts are longing for a sense of belonging. So I stand here before you today to ask you to journey with me, and together let's make history. See, my acquired knowledge of history and the making reveals to me that the ones that make it are not the ones that just share pure empathy. So please save your ooh, ahs, and ahs, but the ones that make it are the ones that spend their days chasing, running, speaking, crying out, standing, and giving all they got so someone else can embrace the true meaning of freedom. See, most of us believe in God, we though, without the confusion of religion. Most of us are from different regions, but through history, our trees, our foreparents have proven to have some collision. And if we all believe that we are all family and agree that God still exists, that miracles are still possible, but impossible, and we, you and me, that's supposed to be his hands and feet, refuse to stand their feet, those in need. So please give more than tears. See, they already shed enough of that. Your empathy, they already had enough. So I come today to speak to you on behalf of half the kids of the world who doesn't have half of the chances you have, but still live with faith that tomorrow will be a better day. They live with faith that somehow help will come to their way. And that's why you're here today. So please give more than tears, because they've already had enough. And indeed you shall receive. Poverty is a disease with a cure. Burden to poverty is not a choice. It could be any one of us in here living without a voice. Thank you. What's the name? If anybody hasn't seen Invisible Children, the movie, actually that basically is about some college graduates, 3 of them that went into Uganda to actually make this documentation and put it together. It's real funny, at the same time speaks the truth, like it shows the story of his boys. Basically I work for World Vision, and I have some information with me if anybody's interested in like what we're doing or what we've done so far is World Vision. And also the movie is going to be screened at Essex County College November the 1st. So if you need more information, you can talk to me. Feel free. Thank you. I got some, you know, $10.
And also another really important point of interest, World Vision is one of the best organizations internationally when it comes to overhead. So that means they have the lowest overhead
that means that they're a volunteer-based organization. Their management is mostly volunteer, even on the corporate level. So they are literally at 95% of your dollar goes directly to the people in need. They are an amazing organization. So look into them.
Okay.
And by the way, that's on our People's Theater website as well, which is a good segue for me. I need you guys to pray for me this week, pray for us this week. I have paperwork in to make People's Theater a reality. So hopefully I'll have that paperwork back this week. Hopefully we'll have a location next week. So that means we can all move to our new house in the People's Theater. For all of you to be able to come in and use the location and have specialized shows like Elijah has, you know, and you all can do this within the confines of the People's Theater of Newark. So, with that said, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Rob has an announcement for a show that he has coming up.
I have a show. Good night, y'all.
Hey, it's Rob.
I haven't seen this many poets in one spot in a long time, so that's a good thing. All right. I have a show tomorrow featuring Helena D. Lewis. She has an opening play. She has a new CD coming out, so she's releasing it tomorrow at Mango's Cafe. Mango's is not shut down; it's open, and it'll be going on every once per month. Also have a slam going on for Wisconsin next year. It's at the Dance and Go Cafe in South Orange. I need some poets. If you want to slam, you can call me and sign up and come slam next week. All right. And the reason why the show at Mango's is tomorrow is because they were closed last week. I usually have it on the second Friday, but they were closed.
If you send me a detailed email, I'll make sure to forward it to the whole Broad Street Open Mic.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And also, that goes for all of you. If you have events coming up, anything like that, make sure you just email Broad Street Open Mic. And what I'll do is I'll forward it to everyone. There's almost 2,000 people on our list at this point that we've collected over the years. So please use this because this is part of this experience for you. So if you have something you want to sell, for example, or you have a show coming up, email me. I pass it forward free of charge. Okay. All right. Thank you,
guys. Corner to corner and wall to wall, when I jump out the window, Lord, break my fall. My Carmel Latino brother is prostituting his body for a little bit of change. You see, he speaks about an appointment in heaven that God has arranged. The soup kitchen Thanksgiving just ain't the same as Grandma's Philippine apple and rain. He was on his own at the age of 15. Wasn't fun life at the time, it seemed. Was beat up and bruised worth it? Nah, but that's the life he had chosen. You see, he held a capsule full of hot powder, not a care in the world that it was the beginning of death and end of life. He didn't care if he had seen the bright light. All he wanted was a good ending and his parents to kiss him a good night. He was tired of living and putting up a fight. So he cocked it and was letting it go at his insane brain until he heard his maker from up above. Yes, I'm talking to you. The only way out is to live the way through.
Brothers and sisters, it was cool to disrespect the elders. The ones with the rooted pains of fighting the wars would rather live poor than live under the whip and sip on swamp waters to gain liberty. Who told my brothers and sisters nigger was the new hello? Ignorant to the bloodshed, the flesh torn, the seas filled with niggers, cause that's what they were. Just to birth stronger niggas and dance to fiddles niggas and get hung niggas. Get hung like fresh cattle, but that's what we were. Who told my brothers and sisters this rap shit was a grade A education to learn the new hot lines, but we running out of time and time is running and history needs an implementation, a remindration to the ancestor soil to learn the toils of mothers and fathers who sang the songs through the cornfields telling Sally it was okay to run. This is where true hip-hop begun, not this shoot you shit. F that, shake that, this is sad. The essence of a unique culture being torn by vultures, draining its beauty. Who told the guardians of my brothers and sisters history don't matter? History do matter. Who forgot to show them the Emmett Tills, the water hoses, churches burning, fingers yearning to touch freedom's hand, those 4 pretty little black girls. Black men hung, recently dragged, many never found. History is me, the ancestors flow through me, their spirits talk to me to tell a story that tells our story. So they'll know their death ain't in vain. My pilgrimage is to ban nigga at last, destined to rewrite our broken past. Never speaking master phrases will reverse the rewind of living binded by old rags. Can you withstand the burden of knowing the real nigga is the one who parts his lips to mimic the ignorance of those folks who cheered and congratulated the next for catching that black nigga running free, killed simply for being black like you and me? Peace.
All right. Daddy. Yeah, I like that. And you know you always rock. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
This next piece I have right here is called Through These Brown Eyes. Through these brown pupils, documented diaries of a king, inoculated with a dynasty on the level of Ming. I hear the ring, but it ain't freedom jingling. It's the young dangling on vines of the spines of recycled Republicans that snort coke lines and spit the Pledge of Allegiance inebriated through Venetian blinds, while welfare lines follow the Willie Lynch design. The poor on an uphill climb, capitalists still whine while taxes skyrocket into a pocket stuffed with lint balls that leave no room. Rubbish on blacktops. Black cops in blackface, disgrace the black race, absolute dry with no chase. Black winds breathe, push cans that are tinned through autumn leaves, flow through cities, black April rains, digesting hope and regurgitating pain in this 08 minstrel drama, disguised as the government. Piranhas piercing on the paltry, bearing gifts of misfortune compatible to Pandora's box. These brown eyes, weak like willows on a pillar of disgust where dope pushers I said, get pinched and y'all supplied the stuff. In clogged up pipe dreams, panoramic views of how you misuse and palliate Nixon schemes. Under Daystar dreams, half smiles adorn faces. My Adidas. Tired tongues hang with no shoelaces. Quiet footsteps uprock to speeding heartbeats. Eating Fruit Loops and water with dirty silver spoons. Glossy-eyed fiends off the lean. I look serene, understanding. Because my dear mother even bowed to ever since. And so on.
Elbows, because I've been raised from dust and gave free life at no other cost but the life of God's only begotten Son. Let's keep it real, I may not be accepted by all. My views may not be shared so much. Some even think I'm crazy when I fall on my knees and crawl out to an face, caressing in the grace, but if only they can take a deeper look and see his face, filled with bloody tears and taste a little bit of what he went through just for you and me to be saved. Just imagine being hated by all, even though you give so much love. Imagine your name being dragged on the floor as a result of you living your heavenly throne above, just to give a helping hand, and in return receive nothing but persecution without really doing anything wrong, and being wrong many other times more, and through it all still stood strong enough to climb the cross to die for sins committed by us all. So if you think you've seen the worst of life, take a fast view of the Word of God. Take a quick look into the life of Jesus. Taste and feel my Savior's crown full of thorns. Touch and try to live the life of the Son and give your life and become an appreciated one, like me. Now tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to be the light in the dark room? How does it feel to be the guide to those who choose ignorance over truth? How does it feel to stand strong, spread brotherly love, but still be hated on? Your name dragged on the floor, whipped till you crawl, bleeding till you fall, and then given a choice to die for the same ones who give you bloody tears to cry. Now what would you do? How far would you go to prove that your love is true? Now think about it and tell me, is your life really that hard?
Yeah, but I ate food. I ate chicken, I ate turkey, I beef, I meat, chopping on some meat, boy, but I just can't eat plants. No, really. I've tried. I just can't bring myself to do it. I eat animals, but I don't eat plants. I mean, I practically speak photosynthesis, and you don't know what they do to those poor fucking booty pot plants. They're so green and cute and adorable. I can just pinch their petals, hug their stems. I don't eat plants. I eat animals. I mean, you can't put steak sauce on a salad. So when they start making salads that taste like beef, or the animals start complaining to me, I'll stop eating meat, but till then, I'll do meat, because the animals are sure enough doing them. I mean, they don't care about my light bill or my mortgage. Y'all remember the last time I complained to a cow? I complained about my job, my life, my wife, that I don't have. 3:48 a.m. in the morning. You know what the cow didn't tell me? Moo. I got you, son. I got you, son. I'm gonna eat a triple cheeseburger tomorrow. How about that? Moving up for you. And then to my wife, say, babe, I'm sorry. Be let back into the house. I can't give my wife no cow. Speaking of my wife, never mind. I tried to eat salads. I tried so much, I thought something was wrong with me. I started feeling like Stevie Wonder, standing in front of the mirror, slowly taking me apart. Only I couldn't sing, and I could clearly see the problem did not lie with me. It was with my wife that I don't have. Yeah, I know she's out there right now going down support defenses plant, and there's this problem at home. That means there's problems all throughout this nation, and it needs to be some sort of change, and luckily, it is an election year. I mean, it seems everybody's running for president. I kid you not, I saw a homeless man with a campaign bus, so I feel it. I feel if he can do it, I can do it. I'll run under the platform that we can eat a real meaty dinner in America, where every household will have 1 acre and 40 cows to slaughter at the disposal. We must overcome the knives that tear in the seas left of the sewage system. We shall overcome. What the plants do to you? Plants never hurt nobody. When's the last time you heard on TV, man killed by wild pine trees? The plants like one day little black boys and little white boys can sit next to little green trees and not the burning down weeds. One day the plants will be judged by their character, not the color of their leaves. Me for president. The candidates for the carnivore and you.
We're gonna keep it going. I don't even need no list. I'm good like that. Okay. I'll avoid you up.
My mama was rolling with stones in the poppers. Think you're grown and been smarter, you left home and went farther. Can't weather the storm in the starter, going to porn in the startup. Leather adorn, get them harder. Your jaw never got such exercise before. Debauchery by the hour, sex is the price of yours. On all fours, receiving more than what you bargained for. It's not raping though, consensual degradation. See how you play the role? Seminal fluids make their way into your gaping hole. Do you enjoy your maiden clothes, fishnets and clear heels? Feels weird? No. Thought it would lead to a glamorous career. Flash with your derriere in the air. It gets worse. Wait, this is the best part. There are a set of 3 fingers from 2 separate hands up your arse. Can you handle the blast as a farce? Inquiries are invisible. Pride and integrity divisible. Viewing the measure of dude, getting the pleasure renewed when you're expendable. Licking stiff rods that prop your body to be flexible. Unlike your schedule, photos dispense for views. You're in with an extended view. Camcorders and flickering lights. Fingers invite, bite down. Smoky aroma, you're high now. More foreign devices getting crammed in while liquor and dancing. Directors are asking for bigger enhancements. The pressure is on. What's gone is your innocence. Replaced it with H-bombs and thinner lips. Essence traded in. She gave up ballet and pirouettes to peer away for Vera Wang. It's ridiculous. Switching hips to give dicks a kiss. Swallow a spit. What fluids are following? It's flowing all down your chin. Leashes and straps. All you see are your bags. Marc Jacobs and Coach. Inspiration for what you take in the throat. Tongue folding on swollen glands. Years of experience make you restrained in the holding hands. Sincere affection and a masculine embrace. You're more familiar with an erection than ejaculate on face. What a Kodak moment. Back broken. Strokes that lack magic roll in. Keep the cameras rolling. Down the hatch until your soul is unlatched, cracked and broken. Lipsticks no longer trace mirrors see. Beauty is not what it appears to be. In the optical hollow of orgy bangs, Dior and chains. Reported fame has a cost while the salads toss. Gloss multiple phalli. Meat that wouldn't be greeted or blessed by a rabbi. You think it's kosher to engorge the salacious pork, sad times. Catching salivations and secretions is a pastime, including women in the void of the mix. Bisexual results from different toys and their tricks. Spare spit for easier passage. Need a booster for the rooster so massive. Asking if the cocks locked in can mitigate their shifting weight. Slow your pace, you can't negotiate. When you signed a contractual agreement, backed into a line of flagging and semen, gagging his fists or wrapping your weave in. Okay, hold on. Flagging, gagging his fists or wrapping your weave in. No hacking or dodging the achievement of leavings. Afternoon into evening from an achievement of leavings. Hold on, no. Let me go back.
Lips can fill me. No food, no drink sustains me. No meat, no fish like milk from my lover. Some like water, some prefer wine. I'll have neither. When I thirst, I'll only partake of milk from my lover. It feeds, it satisfies, it quenches, it heals, it saturates, it's ambrosial. It gives life. Does milk from my lover. When I need it, I ask, may I have it please? I crave it, my dear, will you feed me the nectar so sweet? And into me I take the milk from my lover.
All right. OPP, let me explain it. The dangers of entertainment. It's like they kill you quicker when you famous. O is for offer, P is for people, and that's simple. The last P is what we shall get into. Fuck it. It's sort of like who well when once they catch another set that's slipping, and they don't grab the grips and get the tripping. Yeah, that's hard to do when folks beefing with the hood that you claiming. Like you might have to do some explaining. Fuck it. You ever caught your oppa creeping thinking he was low? And you can send 100 shots straight through his driver dope. You show your face, you give a pass, and you leave it alone. He has a son, you have a son, they both want y'all at home. That's not a front end, F to the R to the O to the N to the T. It's just we know how this shit ends, jealous cemetery. That's OPP, we're off of people, peace you with it. We way above that hating shit, we want y'all all to get it. How many niggas out here really down for fixing that? Me killing you, you killing me, won't bring our nigga back. If you agree, let's take the lead and lead this foolishness. And live in peace, that's the coolest shit. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? Now to my ops, my OPP's to be specific. Who taught us to kill each other when we come to a difference? Been the strongest for the longest. What would have been the outcome if the government never got this nation to kill Malcolm? I won't get into that because I know that it will probably lead to more division and have niggas unfollow me. Cause they gon' think it's a diss and they'll throw a diss back to me when it's actually factual. See, this government has never wanted us as intellectual. Hence the media's violent and hypersexual. Erase our history and do it so improperly. We think having Jordan's more important than having property. I can't afford them in the mirror hating who I see. Consequently, I hate you too cause you look just like me. Mama can't feed me, I'ma grab the squeegee. I'ma go Donkey, Mario and Luigi. Nigga talk breezy, shit might get egregious. I might pull that Poland Spring, watch niggas get Fiji. And I ain't with the negativity, believe me. I'll be out the way where you should leave me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? Now who you thought you about to bully? Put the fully to your hoodie. That ain't how we steppin' no more. Alright, little Brody, what's goody? You done had one too many. I don't like that shit. Got us about to kill each other for some white man shit. You really tried to play me like one of the loud mouthers, like I ain't really the alpha amongst you alfalfas. It's childish the way the power erases a man's browser. He forgets he's a coward, can't do nothing about it. The damage in the public couldn't work Banana Republic. Little man eating mustard, asking me for a budget. Bring me 8, keep the 2. I skate, you skate too. Sounds horrible to you, but it's what we were taught to do. Consolation, no one sunned him since we started that GoFundMe. He been stunting in abundance, all that broke shit's repugnant. Cause we gon' live a lot and give a lot. And turn these Tupacs back to chicken pox. They have no benefit, how cunning your enemy. Give you religion that tells you you should be indigent. The FDA approves poison in the food we eat. But we gon' kill the niggas down the street. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? You down with OPP? You down with OPP?